Good morning, boys and girls. I am so glad you're here for yoga today. Today, we are going to tell a story. I love a great story, and they're so fun to do with yoga. So we're going to do a really cool story today. I think that you guys will all remember. But first, let's do a little bit of warm up. When we tell stories, we use our voice a lot. So let's get our voice nice and warm. So everybody stand up and let's do one of our sun salutations just to get our body moving. So reach up tall, dive down low, step back long, and lower down. Hiss like a snake, and bark like a dog. Woof. And jump over a log and squat like a frog. And come all the way back up nice and tall. And say, thank you for a beautiful day. Namaste. And then jump out into a star. Bring your hands together. We're going to fold all the way over. Take a deep breath in as we come up. And when we exhale, we're going to make the ha sound like we're chopping wood. Here we go. Ha! And two more times. Deep breath in. Ha! And deep breath in. Ha! Awesome. And come back to that star pose. And fold all the way over. See if you can touch your toes. And come all the way back up. Bring your hands right here on your shoulders. Walk your feet in just a little bit. And we're going to start twisting side to side and make the sound just like a washing machine. Shh, 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 shh. Now our washing machine is starting to break, so here we go. It's going to make some noise. Are you ready? Shh, shh, ha, ha, shh, shh, ha, ha, shh, shh, ha, ha. One more time. Shh, shh, ha, ha. And bring your arms out to the side. Scoop up some air. And let it go. And scoop up some more air and let it go. And one more, scoop up some air and let it go. And come all the way down to sitting on your heels. And sit up nice and tall. And we're going to finish our warm up with our B breath. So remember, in B breath, we're making that bzzz sound for as long as we can on only one breath. So you got to take a really deep breath in. So here we go, deep breath in. And buzz. Bzzz. Now take your thumbs and place them right on your ears and plug your ears up just a little bit. Take a deep breath in. And one more. Put your fingers on your face, almost like you're covering your eyes. Close your eyes, close your ears. Deep breath in. And then just relax your hands down. Just take a moment to notice how that made your body feel. For me, it made my throat a little tingly. What did it feel like for you? Yeah, we can have a lot of different feelings in our bodies when we do yoga, and it's always good to notice. All right. So we're going to do one more warm up for our voice. So sit up nice and tall, crisscross applesauce. And we're just gonna make some sounds while we tap our fingers together. So let's tap our pinkies together and we're gonna say, oh. And tap your ring fingers together and say, ah. And tap your next finger together and say, ah. And tap all your fingers together and say, e. And bring your hands right into your heart and go, and hands over your heart. And just feel how all of those sounds vibrate right here in our chest where our lungs are. And up here through our throat, all of that air just fills up our body and makes it vibrate with that sound. All right, are you ready for our story today? Our story is about a man who lived on the mountain. So everybody come and stand up nice and tall. And let's be a mountain. Bring your hands together. You can make your fingers touch or you can have them far apart. It's up to you. But once upon a time, there was a stone cutter who lived on the mountain. And his job, day in, day out, was to chop stone. So here we go. We're going to chop some stone. Ha! 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 And it was really hard work. And he would look around. He would look out over the mountain. And he would look in the other direction. And he would wish that he lived in the village and was the king and didn't have to work at all every day. Well, he wished this wish for so long that along came his fairy godmother. And she said, woodchopper, I see how unhappy you are. What would make you happy? And the woodchopper said, I want to be the king of the mountain and sit up in my throne all day long and not have to work. So the fairy waved her magic wand, and poof, the woodchopper was now the king of the village. And he sat all day in his chair with his crown on his head, and he watched all the people below him having to work and to farm the land and chop the rocks. But he noticed that the sun that was out in the sky made all the people stop working. And they would wave their head because it was so hot. And the woodchopper thought, the sun is more powerful than me. I wish I were the sun. Well, along came his little fairy. And she waved her magic wand. And poof, the woodchopper turned into the sun. And his job was to set and to rise and to set and to rise. And when he shone his powerful light, oh, he made the people down below so hot. But along came a cloud and covered up the sun. And the woodcutter could not believe his eyes. The cloud completely blocked his light. And he said, I wish I was a cloud. Well, here comes the little fairy. And she waved her magic wand, and poof, he turned into a cloud. And he swayed across the sky, blocking the sun on some days, blocking the moon on some other days. But guess what blows the cloud? You're right, the wind blows the crowd. And the woodcutter noticed that he could only go where the wind blew him. So guess what he wished for? Here comes the little fairy again. And she waves her magic wand. And poof, he turns into the wind. And he can blow the clouds. And he can blow the trees. And sometimes he can even blow the people down on the ground. But the wind could not blow a mountain. So of course, the wood chopper wanted to be the mountain. So along comes the fairy, and poof, turns him into a mountain. And here he is, strong and steady as a mountain, when all of a sudden he looks down below him, and there is a wood chopper. Chop, 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 chopping up the stone of the mountain. And before he can even think, he says, boy, I want all that power to chop up the mountain. And along comes the fairy and turns him back into a wood chopper. Chop, chop, chop. And come down and sit on your knees. So what lesson do you think was in that story? Was the wood chopper ever happy in any of was he happy when he was the king, or when he was the sun, or the clouds, or the wind, or the mountain? No. Sometimes we have to make ourselves happy just where we are right now. Be right in this moment and enjoy exactly what we're doing. So that's the story of the wood chopper and the mountain. And you know, you guys can make up all kinds of stories and do yoga poses with them. So it would be super fun if you send me some of your stories and your yoga poses, and maybe we'll put them on one of our yoga classes. So right now, I want you guys to bring your feet together and sit up nice and tall, and bring your arms up high and reach way out in front of you. And then bring them up and high and reach over to one side and back to the middle, and reach back over your feet and all the way back up and over to the other side. So bring your feet together and reach your arms up and reach forward and all the way up and over to one side and back to the middle, and reach forward and all the way up and reach over to one side and back to the middle. And then cross one foot over and hug this knee in really tight and look over your shoulder. And come back and take a little bow to the earth. And shake up your legs and cross them the other way and twist over to that side. And come all the way over to the other side and bow to the earth. And then bring your legs straight out in front of you and roll down to the floor really, really slow. And take a big stretch, fingers to toes. And hug those knees into your chest. And take some circles with those knees. See if you can make them go in some little circles in one direction. And then switch directions, go in the other direction. And one more time, pull your knees in and bring your nose all the way up to your knees. And relax all the way down on the ground. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Filling up your belly. And letting all that air go. And now using your best imagination, I want you to use your mind's eye and pretend that you are looking up at the sky, the night sky. And you notice all the beautiful stars up in the sky. And just look around and see if some of them are different colors, or some are closer or far away. And then bring your attention to just one star, your very favorite. And what do you like about it so much? Is it the color? Is it the size? Is it where it is in the night sky? And then I want you to send a little wish to your star. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be well. And then start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a big stretch. And hug your knees into your chest. And come all the way up to crisscross applesauce. And bringing your hands right to your heart, let's offer that prayer that we said to the star to ourselves. So you can repeat after me. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be well. And let's offer that wish to all the people in the world. So think of all the people you love, maybe the people that you don't like so much, and maybe just the people in the world who need some extra love. And here we go. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they be well. And now with your best listening, I'm going to ring my bell. And if you have one at home, you can grab it too. And we'll ring our bells together and do our best listening to see how long we can hear the bell ring. Let's do that one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. Best listening. And bring your hands right to your heart. And bow your head to your hands. And remember how special each and every one of you are. You're a light in this world. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for yoga today, and I'll see everybody soon. Bye.